Happy February, everybody. I'm just here for a little number energy report, the vibration that this number is going to bring to the month of February. I'm going to do it, right? So it's the number 9, right? How do we come up with that? February is 2, the year is 2023. That all adds up to 7. 2 plus 7 is 9, okay? That's how we get the number vibration for this month. All right. So, first of all, I just went to go make a video and I started doing the video for tomorrow actually. And I'm like, oh, it's February. I'm back with some daily numerology. And I look at the thing and I'm like, oh, I'm doing a monthly report. Okay. Whoa. You all know why. So, anyway. So yes, we are in a 9-month, which December was also a 9-month. The idea of letting go, right? Making room for the new. It was a month of charity. It really had like all of those elements to it, right? And there was a lot to let go of. There really, really was. And a lot was shown to us that month. And hopefully we made room. We made just a little bit more room. And then what happened is the 8 came back and threw in some little karma. You know what I mean? Whatever you did in number 9 in that charity came and affected that 8 in that January. So you know what I mean? So we didn't get into a 1, we got into a 9, and then we repeated these cycles. And I feel like they're being repeated because the energy is important to go through again before we truly start in that 1 vibration of March. So the number 9, okay, it's the end of the cycle. It's the end of the 1 through 9, right? We have 0, but that's our source energy. That's a different energy than the 1 through 9 cycle. It's not in the cycle, okay? And so this 9 is this like ending, this transition, this charity, this wisdom, okay? Those are all the key words to 9. But it's about transition because even though we're at the end of the cycle, we begin our cycle again, right? We always, like I say, like you always are going to have another chance. So that we're going to transition into the new cycle that's coming. Okay. And so in this particular 9, this is different than that December 9. Because this one truly is bringing all of that, whatever, and really saying goodbye. Peace out, motherfucker. Bye. Okay? Because March is a 10-month. It's a turn for the better. So if that better can be the best, if we really get down to the nitty gritty of the things that maybe we're working on, but this is the month. This is the month that you are able to work through it, get over it, and say goodbye to it. The energy is strong for you to do that this month. And every single person watching this always has the first thing that comes to their mind when I'm like, those things that need to go. It's a really good month to clean out your closets. Charity, it's like both. You know what I mean? You're like letting it go and then like you're giving it away. It's you get rid of it. You know what I mean? So cleaning out your closet is like a really good thing to do in the month of February. And it's short too. It's a shorter month. So really we're going to get through it. It's not going to be, you know what I mean? And the whole month isn't going to be like that. But with all that being said, what can happen under that energy is that it can be emotional because the change and the transition may be difficult. Those things that we've been holding on to, like, like scratching nails and holding on for dear life. This is the month that they go, and that can be emotional. And so it is best under this 7 vibration year, when that happens, you take that retreat. You go inside. You spend time with yourself to figure out how you're going to get through that. Do the house cleaning of your emotional body. Do the house cleaning of your mind perception. Do the house cleaning of your heart, your gut, your intuition. Go by yourself and do that. Take care of that. Because that is going to help you really just let go. And we really could be talking about people, places, things. We can be talking about perceptions, the way that we see things. Because the moment that those perceptions change, everything changes. Everything. It literally is walking into a room and then turning on the light. Or going into a room, opening the curtains, and not needing that light bulb. But really, the perception change, the thinking, the way that it's been that pattern thought process for so long, we break that this month. We really do. Well, we can. We try. We're going to try to do that. We're going to put it in there because the energy is supporting you to do so. You have this backup energy from the universe. If you take those moments when things get emotional, this 9 is going to come in and help you transition into your 1. Like, it's the theme of the month. Okay. And today I talked about it being the first of new beginnings, but this isn't a daily cycle. This isn't in a whole month heavy, like it's the whole month, right? So you were taking a small step. You did something today. Okay. A couple of things went down for me today that were the small steps to something bigger. My Vegas trip is shaping up to be very interesting. And I took a small step towards that today. So I did the numerology and then my day went on and then I went back to watch my own numerology just to see. And I was like, oh, all right. Yeah, totally. But that's in that daily cycle. You know what I mean? This energy is the whole month and it oversees all those dailies as well. So with all that being said, taking small steps to a new beginning is beautiful. Okay. You have the whole month to do so. And whatever needs to get done, you have time to do that right now. Because you're like letting go, you can also use the time to plan coming into that 1 energy in March. It's a good idea. So harness that, like, really, and every day the daily is going to guide you like through this 9 energy, and I will do my best to do so for you because this can get really heavy. The emotions, if we really don't take the time, we get really agitated and we're just not listening and we're just not understanding. And we want to keep clinging on to something that just needs to go. When really, if we just took those moments, it wouldn't be painful. It wouldn't be overly, painful maybe, but not overly emotional. Being able to see it from a different perception. This 9 is giving you this so that you can transition. So that you can clearly clear it out. So those dreams that are coming true, so they can start wiggling their way in here in March. They need room to come in. We can't hold on to something that It's fresh. It's new. We talked about this over the new moon. It's fresh. It's new. Maybe the same intention, but it's fresh and it's new and it's from a different place. Right? And that we have to make room for that to come in March. So I'm being a little like pushy. Sorry. I know, I understand more than anybody that it's not easy to work through these things. I know that. And I get that. I really, really do. You know, I've been on a path for a long time now. 7 years, actually. Crazy. It's a 7-year, and I've been on this path that I'm on for 7 years. And, it's, wow, like just wow. And I have to tell you that as I'm doing these videos and talking about all this, I'm expanding with you. I'm not like, you know what I mean? No one's ahead. No, it's not, I'm expanding with you. Like the energy that's happening right now is just, if you can grab onto it, you can feel it and you can really like let it work for you. Man, it's going to take you somewhere. It's going to take you to those dreams coming true. So it's just something to think about. I totally get how not easy things are. So, you know what I mean? But I'm helping myself and I'm helping everybody, or the 8 of you. Thank you. The 9 of us, just trying to get us through it and really, really work towards those dreams coming true. So I did a card pull for this and I have a shamanic healing deck. Okay. And I've been looking at these cards for a long time and I pulled some cards and I read the book, and for some reason in this particular, there were sometimes I would read it and I just wouldn't get it. But tonight I finally was like, I was like, oh, now I get it. It like clicked in my head, right? So the first thing that we're going to discuss under this 9 is the idea of that connection between a source and you and the earth, okay? When that channel is open, and there is a channel that happens when you ground in, right? And then we're clear, our our energy centers are balanced. And then that energy can flow up through us and then connect to a source, okay? And what goes up must come down. And that balance, that kind of thing is what we're going towards with this 9 as we end things, okay? Being able to experience that, okay? Because when we let things go and open ourselves up, we can start to balance ourselves as well. And that kind of connection, that kind of energy felt is a beautiful thing. And so maybe not always there, but there are moments when we know that we can feel that and maybe we have felt it. And that's another thing. This is what this letting go, this is what this like understanding that I can't hold on anymore. This is where it can lead you to having this kind of connection. And then we're going to talk about how we've been talking about the idea of letting go, right? So the last card I just read you was sexual energy, but it's not like that. Like they're explaining that sexual energy is it's in your bottom 2 chakras. And if you have that connection, right, you don't seek outside of yourself to validate that feeling because it's already within you. So like that is what your sexual energy that's what your sexual energy is. And when another person is balanced like you and has that connection to the ground within themselves and up to source, when 2 people share that and they come together, that's a whole other situation. That's a whole other level of intimacy. That is a whole nother level of exchanging energy, and in the most beautiful way. So that is, and they can come together any shape, any form, anyhow. It doesn't matter. But when those two channels are open and grounded and connected, watch out. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay? Something that some people have experienced, most people have not. And when it is experienced, you're like, oh, I see. But you got to have the balance, and you got to have the clear channel for that to occur. So that's what that card's about. But it's about that connection. It's about getting to that connection. You know what I mean? It's really, it's something that you've been working towards, I feel, and really took a turn in November as well. So this new beginning, right? So this is what the card is. It says new beginning on it. So we've been talking about this so much. But patience is key, okay? It says, listen, do not get attached to the emotions that surround the situation. This will only attach your identification with the emotion itself, giving it more power and hindering the release so that your door to your new beginning will not open. I literally just said that. And I just was like, oh, show me some cards for this reading. That's literally what it says. But the card is a new beginning, because that's exactly what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying. Because you hold on to that emotion, you're hindering the release. And so you can't walk in through the door because the door won't open. So it's just something to think about in that process. And then the third card is, hold on now, integration. Okay. Which is actually, and they're numbered, and it's a master number. It's a 33, which is about love, Did you guys know that? So this is about the idea of listening to our inner voice. Okay? And relying on that. Okay? Remembering who we are. We have so many outside influences on maybe what we should be or shouldn't be or who or what, that we have to get back to who we are. And your integration is about your idea of not ignoring your inner voice so that people pleasing. Okay. I'm not saying this is everybody. I'm just using this. I'm just saying that's what I'm saying. It's not everybody has this issue, but I'm using it as an example. Right. And so you don't listen to what your gut is telling you. And because there's an idea of wanting to feel that love and wanting to feel like that attention, maybe, I don't mean it in a bad way. It's not like, it's nice to have a person. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting the attention. You know what I mean? There really isn't anything wrong with wanting to feel that, but the idea is that we change that perception and we learn that we give ourselves the love and the admiration. We give it to ourselves so that we don't change who we are to get it from somebody else. Let's bring an end to that this month, maybe. I'm not saying this is everybody. Please don't but it's in the cards, and I know all about this. Okay? I am not, please. I know all about it. Backwards, forwards, backwards, and backwards and forwards again. I know all about this. So, hey, you know what I mean? So but that's what the card's about. And that, I think that's something that focusing on this month is important to do. And then the last card is grounding. And I'm really going to say that this is about grounding yourself in understanding that you have the ability to sit with these emotions, understand that you can let it go, or work with the emotions, take time out for yourself. know that the more you hold on and the more you hold on to those emotions, the worse it's going to get. When if you just kind of like step back and understand that it's time, it's going to go a lot smoother for you. In this month of transitions, we are transitioning. And I want to see the end of the month for everybody go into a nice smooth vibration into that March. I want to see it for everybody, right? They say it goes in like a lion and comes out like a lamb. No. This March is birthing you. This March, you are coming from a new place. You are coming from somewhere that you see it. We've talked about this before. Your path, you see it. This is the last. This is the last. This is the last of this old energy. It's time to flee. That's what this month is giving us. That's why we get it a second time. Because that's how amazing the newness is that's coming for you. So that's my report on February number 9 vibration. Listen, that was really deep, right? And I just want you to know that it's not all going to be like super, super heavy, but moments there will be. And this energy is going to come in and you're going to remember this so that you can get through this more smoother and really prepare as you come into something amazing, beautiful, your dreams coming true. I really hope that you guys have a wonderful month. And it's not going to be all like this the whole time. It's not. Go out and do something for other people that'll make you feel really good. 9's about charity. 9's about the humanitarian. 9's about being wise. Okay? The energy for this month is what that is mainly about, but that's what it's also about. It's about having the wisdom to help other people. So if when you were in a 9 in December, right? And maybe this month, like it's not, you know what it is. It's not even that like you've been dealing with it, and letting go you're not holding on for dear life. However, there is somebody you do know that's, wavering in and out. And because you have experienced this, you now have the wisdom under this 9 to help somebody get through it. It's also good to volunteer, do something charity wise to help somebody. This vibration supports you in that. Good things come out of that for everybody when you do that. So think about doing that this month too. Yeah, it's the humanitarian number and closing doors. And transitioning, but it's mainly about transitioning. But those other parts of the vibration are definitely a thing. So you know what I mean. Any opportunity you have to help, to do whatever, you know what I mean. You'll feel really good. It'll make you feel really good. Maybe some of the things that you're dealing with under this vibration, it will kind of help, get you through that too. So that's just a suggestion for the month. All right, guys, it's a long video. I hope you made it through the whole thing. Thank you for watching again. Thank you. I'm so grateful. And I really, really, really am. And thank you for people who have been buying readings for me. I had 3 this week, which was so cool. I'm super stoked about it. So I'm so grateful. And I hope you guys have a beautiful month.